Good day and welcome to the review of the Strategy and Workforce Planning chapter. There is a lot of important information in this chapter, so let's get started. The HR department of any organization should be a strategic business partner in the company, adding value and mitigating risks. An important term in this chapter is the term strategy, which is a set of decisions and actions that an organization uses to achieve its goals. For example, if an organization is wanting to increase performance, they may use something called a balanced scorecard, which is used to measure performance. Two very important terms in this chapter are also the terms mission and vision statement. Remember, a mission statement is a short-term statement of an organization's purpose. A vision statement is what a company would like to ultimately achieve or accomplish. It can be difficult to understand the differences between mission and vision statements, so let's look at a couple of examples. The first one goes like this. We help people achieve independence by making it easier to start, run, and grow a business. That is from Shopify. Notice that it focuses on today and what the company's objective is. Our example of our vision statement is from IKEA. Our vision is to create a better everyday life for many people. Focusing on tomorrow, they're focusing on where the company ultimately wants to become. Companies today are also creating core beliefs, core value statements, and even ethical statements about their organization. Now, just a little preview. Coming up in week 7, you will be working in teams, in cooperative groups, creating a project looking at mission, vision, and core values of a company of your choice. More information is to come about that project. The text spells out the 4 stages also of strategic planning. Number 1, look. That's where you, for example, study the social or political environment. Number 2, think. That's where you come up with your plan. Number 3, do. That's where you involve the stakeholders in the plan. Number 4, review. That's where you look at your data, you analyze your return on investment, for example. There is a technique called the SWOT technique that is also a type of strategic planning that involves looking at the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats. Section 2.3 looks at how HR can align with the strategies of the organization. HR should have a seat at the table in the decision-making process with other leaders. For example, the text talks about how HR managers should be recruiting candidates that line up with the business strategy. Section 2.4 highlights workforce planning, which is forecasting talent, demand, and supply. Figure 2.3 shows the workforce planning cycle. When forecasting labor demands, it is important to understand the term attrition. That is the reduction in the workforce that occurs as the result of turnover, retirement, or death. Turnover occurs when an individual leaves the company and they are replaced. That includes voluntary turnover, that's when someone resigns, or involuntary turnover, That is when someone is terminated. Equation 2.1 shows a formula for calculating turnover. A lot of information can be gathered looking at turnover rates. For example, you have a manager that consistently has the highest turnover rate every quarter. That can point out to leadership issues with that specific manager. Table 2.3 contains the most commonly used HR metrics. HR metrics are data points used to track human capital and to measure HR initiatives. This chapter concludes with information on HR dashboards, which are visual displays of those important HR metrics. Also, the term benchmarking is mentioned. That is the process of comparing performance and practices to the industry averages and to the best-in-class industry leaders. This concludes the review of the Strategy and Workforce Planning chapter, Chapter 2 of our text. Have a wonderful day.